the Goddamn Radio, powered by Struggle Band Network. It's possible that a lot of the shit we're about to talk about is neither actual, factual, or even remotely true. Half of what we say is shit, but all of what we say is funny. Most importantly, we encourage all parties to fact check, because all of this shit is spoke from alleged lips. Go look it up yourself. But don't forget to like and subscribe to all this we talking. You sure to be entertained. The Goddamn Radio.
Y'all
What it
funny.
do?
This is not TV.
It's never TV, nigga. Fuck a TV. It's all streaming now.
It's all streaming now.
You know it is.
You on all
Like,
that
think of,
period.
like, let's.
They got me riding in the trenches, just like a real nigga supposed to. Stirring off on the trap trade song that'll keep your bitch in a close view. Never with the juice in the game, bad bitches that probably tryna fuck with the whole two. Years in the trap and the nigga still trapping in the gang, still fucking roll too. Oh, try to get a chirping, licking on the dick, stupid bitch, that what you supposed to. Slap page down on your ass, and your bitch come here a little bit, let me coach you. Struggle man, I'm the young OG. I'm the young OG. I'm the young OG tryna holler at your mama, cause that old ass pussy gon' go to.
Okay.
Hey, I like the little PSA little bit thing. I was fucking with that.
Oh yeah, you ain't been on
Is
in
it
a
this
minute.
hand or this hand when you salute? Is it left or right?
It's
It's
right.
right.
I mean,
Yes,
it don't
man.
matter.
You don't do nothing with your left hand.
Yeah, you don't do nothing with your left hand. That's disrespectful, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make note of that.
I
So
like
when
it.
I throw in my middle finger, it should be with my left hand because that should mean like
It'll
disrespect.
add more disrespect to it.
Yeah, okay. Noted.
What's good, gang?
With
How
my
y'all
bad
feeling?
hand.
What's up?
Oh man, it's been a minute.
Too long.
It has. Yes, it has.
Am I the only one drinking?
No.
Nah.
No,
Okay,
of
good,
course
good.
not.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
never.
Okay.
I made me a mixed drink today.
There's never been a
But-
drink on the show where you the only one drinking. I don't even know we would be doing the show without liquor. This show is almost fueled by liquor. It ain't sponsored by, but it's
That's a
fueled
fact.
It's
by
good.
alcohol, nigga. These opinions. That's why we got to disclaim it, because these opinions is not sober thoughts. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Speaking of a non-sober thought, right? I know this might be a little childish, but I gotta ask y'all, right? Because I was at work the other day, right? I don't know if y'all ever had a job where like it's a lot of product and stuff got to get counted, but a lot of people. I done had 2 jobs like this, right? Usually a bunch of men, a lot of niggas count, right? I think I probably got about maybe 3 years of experience, like being in a warehouse where we just counting shit all day just to make sure the count is right? But the other day was the first time I ever seen a nigga on the ground on his knees, like not on one knee, but like on both knees, just counting shit. And I was like, I don't think there's no reason that a man should ever be on both knees, like in life. Like I don't think
So-
that.
Was he supposed to like squat? Like how? What's the preferred method then?
I feel like he could have put one knee down.
Yeah, one knee is the way to go.
Or you go down there, grab the shit, and bring it up to a level where you're not. I just feel like when I seen it, I couldn't think of the last time ever that I seen a nigga just somewhere in public on both knees.
Yeah. I'd rather you just sit on the floor at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Maybe he
You got
got
a point,
like a
bro.
bad
You got-
knee and he couldn't
knees
like.
is kind of crazy though. Cause I be
I
people
see.
too, cause I be stocking shit in the grocery store too. So I be seeing some niggas sometimes they be doing that shit. So I'm like, really, bruh? Like this what we doing? I don't know.
I see a nigga on both knees at a crap game though, but nigga trying to hit a $600, $400. I don't give a fuck how many legs you gotta get down. You gotta hit that 6, nigga. Get him
Nah,
up
because that's kind of crazy.
Nah,
too,
that's
bro.
crazy.
Hit them up
I
with the
feel-
6.
I mean, I see
I
what you
done
trying to
seen that
do,
before.
like make it about his money and shit. But I ain't gonna lie, Prof. I like.
Nah, you can't make it about his money. That's prostitution.
Oh no, that's funny.
Hey yo, speaking of prostitutes, right? What was like? I know everybody probably ain't participated in prostitutes, but if you had to assume, right? do y'all think like the lot lizard? I don't know if y'all know what a lot lizard is. That's the truck stop jumps. That's the truck stop prostitutes. They call lot lizards, right? So you got the lot lizards.
Why do you know this?
Back page, huh?
Why do you know this?
I mean, I done a lot of traveling, bro. Then you got the back page era, right? So you got the lot lizards. Then you got the back page era, right? And then some people consider like, you know, like the OnlyFans girl. What prostitutes do y'all think is like the best? If y'all had to imagine like the best era of prostitutes.
Okay. When we say best, what is the criteria? What are we going by? What are we
What
looking
would make
for?
a prostitute the best to you? Like what
To
like,
me, preservation of the coochie. So I'm gonna say the backstage girls who didn't actually have to give up the coochie, or the girls who just like get to post pictures and show them having sex with like their partner or something like that. Those to me are like the best because you're not sleeping with more people.
Them the OnlyFans joints. Them not the back page joints.
To me, then
pussy.
Back page is selling pussy. A lot of this is selling pussy.
Okay, well then I say let me change that. The OnlyFans girls to me is winning the most.
Oh no, I think the Instagram models did it the best. They actually got the niggas was marrying them bitches and shit. Them and the porn stars. Cause they was really working their mojo. They was having babies by rich niggas and shit, getting married to rich niggas, really locking that money in. You feel me? They was locking that shit in. They was turning that shit into generational wealth out that motherfucker. You feel me? So I'm gonna go with them.
When y'all hey Puff, when you talk about the porn stars really like locking it in and like really making money off this shit, like the next level of money off this shit, right? Do you think like the DVD era, like the Pinkies, the Cherokees, the Sky Blacks, right? Or do you think like the Twitter porn stars like your Janice, your Miss B Nasty, your Miss London, like what era of porn stars you think is the best? I mean, anybody can answer this, but what era?
What era? What?
Porn stars is the best? Like the DVD era porn star bitches, or like the Twitter X porn star bitches?
Okay. Let me break. The DVD bitches are the best when it comes to the action. Now, who getting money and who is getting what R. Kelly say where his residuals at? It's coming from Janice and them. Janice running that shit up. Janice is fucking and getting paid to add some jokes, and then making jokes, and then getting paid a little extra to fuck.
But you don't think like somebody like Pinky, right? Pinky was fucking. Then she started her own production company so she could like get people to under her brand. Then I
respect that, right?
If I'm not mistaken,
we got this question.
I might be wrong about that. She might not have a book. I might be confused.
Man, look, man. We ain't gotta ask this question, man. We can Google this. You go to Pinky Net Worth, and then go to Janice Net Worth. And remember, Pinky been in the game 22 years longer than Janice. And I'm probably willing to bet you Janice probably got like 13 more.
It's a timing thing, just a generation thing. I don't know. I feel like they, how the saying goes, crawl so that they could walk. I feel like for me at least, like no wow, but like I feel like Pinky caused me to like fall in love with watching other people have sex. Like that generation or that like era, like I looked forward to it, and I feel like it had more replay value in a way because, like, I remember having my favorite spots of the DVDs. Like, I knew where I was going for, like, what I wanted. So, like, I had a personal connection with it. It just wasn't oversaturated like how it kind of is now. So.
But see, I think that DVD fuck up your money because they going back getting the same view of you and not having to pay for it. They already got that one pay. See, with these new bitches, they dropping something new every week. You guys should be
money wise, yeah, definitely.
Your $9.99. Them OnlyFans bitches need your $9.97 once a month, so you can get that whatever. You only know what they putting up there. My man told me one time a bitch was up there joint just painting her toenails and shit, and niggas was just up there watching. Everybody up there watching. Those porn stars really had to do work. They really had to take dick for 45 minutes. They really had to put that motherfucker to the back of their throat and go crazy. These porn stars don't really got to do that. Like, they can go in the video, get a little rose, play with their pussy and shit, squirt all over.
That's why I think it was the best though, because they really had to do work to the point where like they had award shows for the shit they was doing.
No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. They the best when it comes to the action, but not when it comes to the recouping the revenue. Fuck no. Like them bitches had to take 132 penises to get this $2 million. Some of these bitches.
I ain't gonna lie though, right? When it come to like the revenue, like getting the revenue, right? Them bitches back then, right? They would do porn and shit, right? They was kind of like pickier when it came to fucking people outside of porn. The new bitches, they not, bro. I seen Janice be on an Instagram video with one of the niggas that walk up and like do commentary on the street and be like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" Like that, and she offered to pay him some money. I seen
that sales. Yeah, that's what sales.
But I seen Miss B Nasty, right, hit up the fucking, oh my god, the fucking reggae singer. What the fuck is his name, bro? Fuck, Burna Boy. I seen her hit up Burna Boy and offer him some money to be in her videos. Pinky and them. Sky Black and them, Cherokee, when they was fucking with niggas outside of porn, they wasn't paying them niggas. Them niggas was paying them. Them niggas was a certain echelon of niggas. They wasn't just paying the niggas they could just try to get, like, I don't know. When it come to revenue.
Yeah, because they wasn't making no money off the video like these bitches is.
I don't know.
Of course they gotta get.
I know a bitch that did amateur porn that was making $3,000, and Ray met this bitch with me. And this bitch was white, big, built like, I don't know, bro. Like she
had great personality.
She did.
How many videos she did though? And then what was she doing? You gotta think if she was taking hardcore porn, getting shit jammed in her ass. No, but
what I'm saying is that she was a low level amateur porn. She made $3,000 a video. So I could imagine if you at the top of porn, you made more than $3,000 a video. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how many videos are you probably doing though? You're not doing that many. When Janice and them are doing a video whenever they want to because they're putting out the content.
You got to put out a lot of content, my boy.
You see what happened?
Janice got to put out a lot of content, and she can't even just fuck. She got to fuck and do stand-ups.
that's what she doing though.
But I'm saying she probably got to for the revenue. She can't just fuck and make money. She got to fuck. She got to be funny. She got to do anything. She got to do everything.
Hopping on stage after getting dick down is crazy.
Getting dick down while on stage is even crazier. Yeah, man.
She get busted.
I feel like DVD era though, because I might not know the exact amount, but I feel like it was a lot more real bodies back then.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the OnlyFans junks, I feel like a lot of them be having work done. And don't get me wrong, some of them be having good jobs, but I don't know. I'm just a natural body type of nigga, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I respect that. That's respected.
Because I ain't gonna lie. I still go back to some of the goats now. Like
that's nostalgia though. That's just nostalgia.
Yeah, it could be.
Did we meet Pinky together too? FYO.
No, you met Pinky. I wasn't there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't there yet.
You know, I know a nigga that hit Pinky though.
Oh, word? That's crazy.
He paid.
I mean, I bet.
Hope so.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy y'all brought that up because like he literally brought this shit up to me the other day. Like we just chilling on the block and niggas like, yeah, you remember they used to have a sex store up the street? Man, yeah, we caught them bitches back in that motherfucker like in like 2007 and shit. I'm like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie.
This shit.
Back in the day, I probably would have paid even if she let me hit it for free. I said, you deserve something, baby. I'll get you right. Let me buy you some heels or something.
Daddy ain't gonna send you home empty-handed.
Yeah. Let me come a nigga puff, give you some at least a QP or something. You deserve something. Something. Okay. Am I the only one thinking like cookouts and shit should be lit now that DoorDash got the payment plan and shit?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, DoorDash accepted the deal. I believe if it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday. They just accepted the deal where now you will be able to use one of them like third-party sites where you could split your payments up in 4, or you could push your payment back to a date that's at your more convenience, like scheduling it to like come out of your card on like a day that you get paid or something. Mm-hmm. And they just got that approved. So yeah, man, I'm thinking hopefully about to be broke this summer with crab legs and shit, seafood boils and shit. What y'all think? Is that crazy? Is that a good
I mean,
business thing? Is that gonna fuck up the community? What y'all think?
I feel like I feel
I
like
don't think
business wise, it seemed like it could be smart. I guess just because like you could do like the big group type meals and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like the party size type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it kind of seemed like it might could work. It might could add a little more revenue to them and stuff. We'll have to see how it go. You know what
Oh,
I'm
they
saying?
get money. They might have niggas in debt. Niggas about to be owing collection services, fuck around with DoorDash and shit.
That's what I'm thinking, Puff.
Some
I'm thinking
Craigslist
niggas about
is
to,
crazy.
Slim.
that's what I'm thinking.
Slim.
Niggas about to be at Ruth Chris, like Ruth Chris gonna be
hurting.
calling niggas like, you remember that steak you ordered 2 months ago, nigga? Like,
For real.
yeah.
Hurting.
You owe us $300, nigga. The shit done doubled, your fines and fees and shit, nigga. They about to we about to garnish your
Niggas
check.
spending money he don't even got. Niggas spending bread they don't even got.
You know how kids be taking parents' phone, ordering Robux, and then like parents don't even know till they get the bill. Kids about to be ordering like McDonald's and shit over the summer and shit on their parents' account and shit. Parents about to be mad as shit. Why this cheeseburger is $25 now, nigga?
25, 30 Sam.
Yeah,
for the Happy Meal, nigga. Like, god damn, nigga.
Hey yo, that's some wild shit to even think of, cuz.
Nah, facts.
That's some wild
Oh,
shit
you
to
run
even
it out
think
off
of.
of DoorDash.
Niggas gonna be putting DoorDash accounts in their kids' name and shit.
I'm telling you, bro. You know how like when you be getting a little free subscription with your email, then you gotta make another email and shit. Like,
You know, niggas gonna be emailing up, cuz. No,
Grandma,
Yahoo, AOL.
Grandma, let me see your phone.
For real.
Hey, you know how you can order groceries off of DoorDash too, but I be done took a bitch phone and sent groceries to my own house. She don't even know it. See your kid some cereal while she in the shower with some shit. Nigga.
That's crazy.
Oh shit. Y'all what y'all think about Just Hilarious and the little rant she went on about the Breakfast Club, man? Y'all on her side? Y'all think she handled it the wrong way? Do y'all need some backstory?
I need some backstory because I don't really understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I heard little rumblings. I ain't really get the full scope.
All right. Just Hilarious is mad that she went on maternity leave. The person that she picked to cover her spot while she was on the maternity leave, when she got back from maternity leave, was still intervening in her segments. She did not have her whole segments back to herself. And she felt like, why is this girl still here now that I am back? The girl was supposed to be producing the show. So she was only supposed to fill in for Jess while she was gone. And then when Jess came back, she was supposed to be producing it. So she also commented to say that the negative comments that she is getting from the Breakfast Club in the comment section, that she felt like her co-hosts aren't defending her against the comments. So that's pretty much what the rant was about. She talked about how she talked to the girl about her talking too much, and the girl was still talking too much doing her segments. So
yeah, show some bitch ass niggas.
And yeah, I kind of seen that her co-host was saying like this shouldn't have been on the internet. This should have been something we handled in house. She said she tried, but she went to the internet. But do y'all feel like like that's how you handle like a work situation, like via internet and shit?
Fuck no, you know that's not how you handle no work situation. And you want some suck ass shit anyway, cause that's like you just like even though it's at work, you got a personal issue with somebody, you supposed to drag them to the side off the camera and shit.
Yeah.
I think for the type of business they're in, I can understand why it could be interesting and beneficial, right? To speak on it. So I mean, maybe in some environments that's not appropriate, but like for what they do, why not?
What makes what they do different from something that
they comment on? That's their job, to comment on drama, to like, you know, hop on the trend, to talk about situations, like to give different perspectives. So I feel like it aligns with what they do.
I feel like as a network, they compete against other networks, or it's like a pod, they compete against other pods. So we don't want to put our drama out there for other pods to bash us or put us down or.
That's going to happen anyway, right? But the fact of the matter is, who's getting the views while that's going on, and that's what's.
It wouldn't have happened if Jess wouldn't have did that. So that's what makes me feel like she handled the wrong way. And then, who getting the views? They had the only reason why they're getting the views is because once she did that, they literally had to talk about it at work the next day. Because had they would have waited, everybody else would have capitalized off getting the views before them. So they literally had to rush and talk about it. So when you say who's getting the views, they almost didn't get the views. If one person would have been like, if the other girl would have been like, I'm not doing this on the internet, they wouldn't have got the views from that shit.
But the saying is, all publicity is good publicity, right? So I feel like it still would have got them like more traction or just more like discussion around them and what they doing.
I think it's a lot of sayings that's bullshit, right?
That's the saying that's bullshit, but that ain't bullshit.
Yeah, I think a lot of sayings is bullshit. All publicity is good publicity. I think that when I look at the situation with UMG, right, I think that Drake is just in a situation where he's trying to say that my label did me dirty and I'm on the label, right? And people are looking at the overall picture and being like, oh, you're suing, so they're not even paying attention to what he's saying, right? But now 2 more artists that are not Drake have come out and said, hey, this same label has done me dirty, and the response to what they're saying isn't overlooked. It's taken as like, damn, why would a label do that to them? Why is your label treating you like that, right? And because they're not in this back and forth with Kendrick. So I feel like the publicity that the label is getting, all of it's not good. I just feel like that saying is, it's a lot of sayings that I just feel like are bullshit now that we older. You know what I mean? Now that we 4 or 5 generations removed from the saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, I never met a nigga who bought a cake and didn't get a piece.
And it's my motherfucking cake.
Like, I just never met that nigga. Like, in real life, bro, I've never met a nigga who went to the store, bought some cake, took it home for a birthday party or something, and didn't get a piece. And that nigga probably had to cut the shit. So I know he got a piece. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, for real. If anything, he should have got the first piece.
The second piece after the birthday, after the reason he was buying it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
facts.
I just never met that person, unless they just didn't like cake.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I don't know, Rizzy. I kind of think Jess handled that wrong. I think she mad at the co-host, which they don't run the show, so they don't control putting the girl on and off, so to speak. So they couldn't do nothing about her talking or not talking, or being on the show or not being on the show.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of giving a different side. I think that Jess definitely let the comments hype her up a little bit too much. And that's kind of how that resulted. But didn't she also say that she was told to lean into the drama by like the rest of the people, like for views?
Yeah, because I now, in my personal opinion, right, that's what made me feel like this whole thing was fake, right? They needed views, they entertainment. Charlamagne told her to lean into it because he knows that, like, because he can read the comments too. If you say y'all beefing, and then all the fans like, oh, they beefing, well, let's keep this shit going for views, right? Yeah. So I feel like that's right up Charlamagne alley. But I do feel like her complaining about them not having her back in the comments, I never seen them have Charlamagne back. Charlamagne get called gay and all type of shit. I never seen them defend Charlamagne. DJ Envy had a lot of slander for not making his wife come for the first 10 years of their relationship. I never seen them. They make jokes about that shit all the time. Even when guests come up, they just bring it up. Like, did you know this? Like, randomly. So I just feel like she was expecting something that doesn't happen on that show. As a comedian, I feel like she should have been used to it because I feel like way before she got the show, people talk about her face and how it looked. How she got a strong face, calling her a tranny. I feel like a lot of them be like, I don't know. I just feel like she should have been used to the negative comments. So they've been calling her a tranny for a long time. And that episode where she told Chico Beans she was trying to fuck with Chico and that her boyfriend at the time wasn't going to do nothing. I was just about
to say,
she got a lot of negative comments.
She got a lot behind her. Yeah.
She couldn't even snatch Chico Bean bald ass. That's fucked up. Chico turn you down. It's fucked up out here, cuz. It's fucked up.
Well, you know, Chico Beans is a nigga that always advocate for not being in relationships. Like, it's a lot of platforms. There's a lot of platforms you can see Chico Beans say most 75% of the marriage is in a divorce. Why would I get married? Like, he one of them niggas. Like,
yeah, but I think he got money, so of course he can say that to other to females who don't got no money, ain't got no say so. But it's another female that got some money. You feel me? So she kind of got the pick of the litter too. No matter what she looked like, she got a couple dollars. So her money done knocked her up 2, 3, 4, 5 overalls and shit.
Do y'all really think bitches with money really do got the pick of the litter? Because I feel like they only got the pick of a litter when they dealing with a nigga that got less money than them.
I mean, that's pretty much the pick of the litter.
No, it's not though. It's not though.
Man, it is. It's a broke nigga in every fashion. Man, she can find her a tall, handsome, light-skinned broke nigga. She can
But
find her
if you can only go at if at every level you got to go down, you really don't like you. It's only your picks is limited to like it's not the I don't know.
But that's cause you gotta think that's the same thing with an ugly nigga, bro. Same thing. He got a couple dollars. And your mind state for the most part, he can pretty much do whatever the fuck he want to do. Now it's gonna be a couple females that just can't deal with the way this nigga look, and they gonna be like, oh, his money is not enough, blah blah blah. But for the most part, he gonna get away with murder, cause this is how I go. Trying to tell you.
What's good, Judy?
Hey y'all.
Welcome, Judy.
Oh, it's J time. You got your J roll.
No, I haven't even rolled up on that yet. I'm half asleep. Hey y'all.
Okay, now
I don't know what to do. I'm kid free, yo. I don't know what to do.
Call that nigga over there.
Call that
no.
nigga over there.
I don't know.
You gotta go
I
see a
think
man
it's
about a
called up
horse.
here.
Oh, dog. What's the name?
He said
What's the name?
he said he go to a nigga about a horse.
Or a dog or something, whatever the saying is.
No. I'm good on that.
Is that another bullshit?
See?
Yeah, that's another bullshit thing. I don't think that's bullshit, Steve. I think they be doing that.
They be doing that.
I think they be doing that one.
You wasting that kid free time. Oh, she jumped off. She might have took our advice.
Yeah, see, look,
she said, "Oh, let me text him." She said, "I ain't gonna call him a text. Let me text him and see."
No.
So you know what? They all
my
right.
eye is dry.
Hey, Judy. Before we move on, right? We was talking about did you follow what happened with Jess Hilarious and what she was saying about the Breakfast Club? Like, did you see? What's your opinion on that? Before we move to next time. Was you on her side? Did you think she handled it right?
I feel like she could have handled that differently. I really don't feel like the internet had to be a part of it because, first of all, why you listening to the comments? The comments ain't paying your motherfucking bills. And she could have just said something to them when she came back or a little bit after she came back. She didn't have to tell us. It ain't our business. I mean, the internet was like trying to put them against each other, but she gonna let that mess up your bag? No, I don't think so. So she could have handled it differently, I think.
Yeah, I don't feel like the business broke her contract. She spoke on like she's contracted to do Just With The Mess. And I feel like you were doing Just With The Mess, whether this girl was speaking, and it was paying you to do Just With The Mess. So when you speak about the co-host not having your back, I feel like they don't run the business. And I feel like the business don't got to give a fuck about, like, that's like me being at McDonald's and being like, man, we got regular buns and we got buns with seeds. I don't like using two different buns. I want to use one bun. And then my manager being like, you know what, nigga? Like, my manager can't do nothing about that. He don't own McDonald's, nigga. He just the manager. Nigga, I heard you. I hear you right. You might be on to something, but flip the motherfucking burgers and put them patties on it, nigga. Like, he don't run McDonald's. And I feel like that's what she did. She went to complain to the niggas that do not run the Breakfast Club. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, she complained to the wrong people. Like, she should have said that to like the higher ups or whoever running the show. She should have said that shit to them.
Because I'm pretty sure Charlamagne and DJ Envy name is not on that contract.
I mean, I haven't even seen her do Just With The Mess on there in a while. I seen her do it on her page, but I haven't seen her do it like on the Breakfast Club. So I don't know.
I don't like how she felt like Just With The Mess is something that's like exclusively that she brought, because I feel like Angela E did gossip. I feel like Just With The Mess is gossip, but it's just called Just With The Mess. And when you was interviewing for this job, everybody that they had interviewing did like a gossipy section. So they was gonna have gossip whether you was there or not. What you brought isn't like some big exclusive, we wouldn't have got this content without you being there type of thing, in my opinion. Like, they was gonna get somebody to do that segment, whether it was called Just With The Mess or not. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like what she was saying about Lauren is like Lauren actually be stating facts. Just not really stating facts. She just like stating her opinion on the shit when she do Just With The Mess. But I mean, she could have handled it differently. I don't think the internet needed to know all of that. Like, it was just unnecessary.
Okay, I feel you.
You think that shit gonna damage their show?
Nah.
No.
Nah. I think people is gonna tune in to watch them
hash it out.
Like keep having tension, keep having like little moments of like shade being thrown and shit like that. Like I feel like people are gonna keep tuning in for that.
Yeah, I feel like this ain't do nothing but hype him up for real. Like,
yeah.
And a nigga like Charlamagne was like, we should lean into it. So if he have his way, I feel like they're gonna intentionally be doing things or intentionally trying to push for them to have moments for the fans to like hold on to.
You know how that nigga be.
I feel like Charlamagne don't give a fuck, but Charlamagne
he don't give a fuck at all.
That nigga be
Charlamagne OG is Wendy Williams. Like he literally was Wendy Williams' understudy, and you know how messy Wendy Williams is. So it's like that's like he was literally her understudy, nigga. So you know what I mean? He with the mess. He with the bullshit. He with let's run this shit up for entertainment, bro. This is for entertainment. You know, content over everything. I feel like he really with that shit. So
sure.
Oh, since we got more women on the show now, I feel like this is a good time, right? Doshi, straight men is a red flag. What's our opinions on that?
What the fuck do that mean?
She was asked. She was asked, "What is a red flag for her, like in dating?" And her response was straight men.
Okay.
Gay men, not red flags and shit. She was
it's a red flag. It's a red flag to date a fucking gay man. If you ask me, that's a red flag.
I would have understood if she said two macho-y men, because sometimes they be coming across down low like you kind of like trying too hard to be like masculine, like this ain't just natural to you or something. Like I could see if she said that. I don't know. I don't understand.
Well, she just said men in general. Shit, I would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, but straight men, that's kind of like specific.
I think Dochi likes bi men, if I'm not mistaken, because she is bi. So I think her preference is bi men.
Okay.
That's some freaky
shit.
Well,
you know, that's
because I actually heard that.
Yeah, I think her preference is bi men. So I don't know. My thing is, if Steve, if you date women, right, and somebody was like, "What's a red flag for you while you dating?" You're not gonna say nothing about men because you don't date men. So you only gonna speak to your preference. So when somebody asks her, "What's a red flag?" I feel like she should have said, "A red flag that dealt with bisexual people," because that's her preference. You're not gonna say something that's something that you don't date. So that's what I feel like made that shit kind of like that was unnecessary.
Yeah, I feel like it was very unnecessary to say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I get that people are trying to say it's supposed to be funny. I just feel like that's not funny.
I don't think that's funny either, because I just feel like females act weird. Everything a nigga do now is gay, like according to some females. So it's like, why say that?
Niggas can't do shit.
Niggas can't do a motherfucking thing and they gay. So like, I have to sympathize with y'all for that shit, because that should be crazy sometimes.
Niggas,
I be like,
niggas should be on the podcast.
Men are a bit more feminine.
and I ain't gonna lie, right? If you a girl that date women and men, right? I feel like, okay, straight men should fall into that. If you only date bi men, that nigga should be getting some threesomes in abundance. Like we not even playing that. Like, well, I can't share you, bitch. What the fuck I gotta be gay for to date you then? The fuck? If we not having threesomes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, who they fucking might not want to fuck with. They might not want to be with the bitch. Yeah, they might want threesomes with another nigga or something. I don't know. I don't know. They might not want Dochi ass. Like, they might not want no girl up in the mix.
I don't think Dochi looks that good in the face. If you ask me.
No, she's not ugly. She's not ugly.
She's not ugly, but she, you know.
She's not cute though.
Yeah.
like
nah. Yeah, I think
yeah, like she's not. I feel, you know why I think that y'all feel like she's not ugly? Because she walk around naked 85% of the time.
But, no, look, I was just gonna say I don't find her personality attractive though. The way she
why would I give a fuck about her? I don't really know her personality, y'all. I don't know.
Well, I guess I was talking to the men when I said that. I feel like the men don't find her ugly because she
Fuck
walking
her,
around
she
Even
don't got.
naked
I ain't
three
gonna
times
hold
per
She
you.
could
time.
be naked all. She
Even
don't
with
got no
her,
ass or
even with
nothing to
her
be
being
excited
naked
about.
half
She
the
naked.
time.
She like a little ass. She like a little ass high schooler at gym and shit walking around. Anybody think of that bitch?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, nah, she done showed her pussy at the fucking fashion week
Bro,
shit.
I told y'all she had to distract us from that comment. That's what that was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Wasn't much of a distraction. It's like,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah, I ain't gonna forget what she said. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, right? I'm gonna drag it, right? I'm gonna go there, fuck it, right? Because I'm ignorant. Though she foreign, right? I feel
I think
like
so.
I feel like the black and straight men were silent. I feel like she was attack on black men. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, this nigga said.
Like,
Hey,
like,
did she date a
the
white
thing is,
man or
right,
something?
when foreign women be talking about women, right? They don't ever be talking about white men. Like when they be putting down men, it's always black men. They don't ever be referring to no white man. And I just feel like when she said that shit, I feel like the black and straight men were silent. I'm just gonna throw it out there. That's just my opinion.
Because they didn't really give a fuck, I think.
Because
I
it
mean,
wasn't
I
being
don't
talked
know.
about.
Because I
It
don't
wasn't
really
being
know,
spoken
like,
on. That's why they
I
didn't give
don't,
a fuck.
I don't know if I've ever heard, like, anybody that she ever dated or, like, anything. So, I don't know. But that comment was wild as shit.
I don't know. She got cheated on by a nigga that cheated on her with another nigga. And I just feel like,
So
have
now
you
it's just
always
fuck all the straight guys. Did she know he was gay?
not that I know of.
Oh.
And I feel like what she should have said was that down low men is a red flag for her because she just prefer you to
That's
be
what I was
open.
saying. Like maybe men who
Yeah.
try, who got those tendencies of down low men.
But she should have said that.
She should have, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going
Because
to
a
tell you
down low
now,
man
though.
ain't straight. You get what I'm saying? So it's a separation in that. So I feel like she should have said that.
Which is
I just
even
don't.
more weird if she likes that type of man. You know what I mean? Like I just don't get
Well,
it.
I think it's the fact that he lied, like he did something deceitful that she didn't like. I don't think it was the fact
I
that he
would say
was
that
gay.
too. Like I just
Yeah, I
Right,
mean,
you
yeah, I
could
feel
have
like she
said
should have said
that.
all that. I feel like she should have said all that, in my opinion. But I don't know. I feel like she definitely affecting her fan base because niggas was rocking with her, and I feel like now it's a group of niggas that's not rocking with her.
yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I don't. Yeah, she can have that because I don't ever see that
I
happening for
wasn't. I
me.
never listened to none of her music for real, so I don't care.
Well, shout out to Doshi, Woman of the Year, Billboard Woman of the Year. Shout out to
Oh, congratulations, girl. Yeah.
her.
Ooh, Bilbo.
This might be. I hope this isn't like a triggering thing for anybody. I mean, it shouldn't be, but you never know, right? But um I seen that the lady who was homeless with 5 kids, right? 2 of her kids died. She was on social media. She was at a party. In my opinion, it looked like a house party. She was twerking on somebody. People were saying that you can't tell somebody how to grieve. I also seen that the rapper Little Ronnie, I think his name was, he got shot with his daughter, his 5-year-old daughter. His baby mama was on the internet. It looked like she was at a party, right? In my opinion, I think that it was a party of like, it wasn't a club, right? It was a party with people she knew, right? It would create, to me, that's a form of like intimacy when like you're not at a public event, you're at a party that you control the guest list in a sense, right? So the question is, right? Can you really tell somebody how to grieve? And what is the difference between a party that's at your house where you control the guest list and the repast after a funeral? Like, how similar are those things to y'all, or are they not similar at all? Because I feel like people are putting down these women for being at a party, and I feel like sometimes a repast could be an intimate party. So how similar are that to y'all? And do y'all feel like people could really tell somebody, or you can't tell? Do y'all feel like you can't tell somebody how to grieve? Do y'all agree with that statement?
Well,
People
I
just
feel
don't want
like,
nobody to tell them.
yeah, I feel like you can't tell nobody how to grieve. I do agree with that statement. But as far as like the one with the little girl and like the father that died, that didn't look like no party to me. That just looked like her friends was at her house and they was chilling. Like it didn't look like, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't look like that to me. She was on there saying some crazy ass shit, but it didn't look like they was really partying. Now the other lady, I seen that video too, and I mean, it just looked like she was having like an intimate moment with her friends at home. It didn't seem like it was like, I don't know. I guess
And she was.
I see shit different in people. Like you could tell that the mother and the mother with the father and the daughter, you could tell she was really in her fucking feelings. Like she was really sad as shit. The other one, you could see that shit in their eyes. Like I don't know why people feel like just because it's not something that you would do that is necessarily wrong.
I mean, she was shaking
But I'm
ass.
confused though. Y'all told me one episode that
Hey.
it is such thing as right and wrong. Y'all told me that. When I told y'all right and wrong is an opinion, y'all told me that there is such thing as right and wrong. So if there is such thing as right and wrong, you can't say you can't tell somebody the way to grieve because it is a way to grieve. We have a standard of whatever, everything on this life
Who
has
the
a
fuck has a
standard.
standard? Who has a
Which
standard?
means grieving, just like marriage has a tradition, grieving has a
What's the
tradition.
standard?
Everything
What
has a
is it?
tradition to it. Everything has a
What is
tradition
it
to it.
though? I don't
I
know it
mean,
apparently.
it's actually in the Bible. If you read the Bible, it tells you how you should grieve. It tells you exactly what you should
I'm
do and the
asking
steps involved.
you.
I don't want to give you false information, so I can't tell you
Okay,
the
I
exact state.
appreciate that.
But what I'm telling you is that there is a tradition
Why
and
y'all?
a standard and a format for everything on this planet. For every single thing on this planet. So where in the hell is the format for not grieving? You tell somebody it's a format for everything on this planet except for grieving. I can tell you what's right and what's wrong.
I
Right?
never
No, better
said
yet.
except
No,
for
hold
grieving, but
on.
I just feel like
So
you
you
can't
telling
tell
me
people how to grieve.
cool. So if my mom died tonight, that means I can go out and shoot everybody in the face I see. And you gonna tell me, oh, he just grieving. You can't tell him how to grieve.
You could
Well,
do
I ain't
whatever
gonna
the
lie.
fuck. You could do that. You could do whatever you want to do. I can't tell
Nah,
you what to do.
nah,
I
I
don't
ain't gonna
control
lie.
your emotions. Like I can't be like I could be like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. But you gonna
So
do whatever the fuck you want to do.
that means it's not a
Because
correct
if
answer
that's
to
something that you
anything.
wanted to do, then you would just do it. I don't think you would tell us.
If that's gonna be a response, that means it's not a correct answer to anything. That means 2 + 2 can equal 5 because that's what you wanted to put on the paper, and that's what you wanted to put, and I gotta
Okay,
let you
how
put
we? Wait. Because
because
you
there's
always
a
you
right
always
and
go
wrong.
left field.
No,
No,
we
because
not.
you
I'm
always go
trying.
left field with the
How?
shit.
There is a
Cause you do.
tradition to
You cannot
everything.
tell nobody how much time it's gonna take for them to grieve or be mad at them because they did some shit that you wouldn't do. Like you're not them. Everybody don't have the same values
So
and shit
that's why
like that.
we
Cause
have
you're talking
laws.
about the Bible now.
That's why we
You're
have
talking about the
laws.
Bible, so everybody don't have the
That's,
same
that's,
values and
but that's why
everybody
we have
don't follow
laws.
the same goddamn God. And
Which mean,
that's a fact.
and in the Bible, you get
So
punished for
just
them
yeah.
things. You get punished for all
That's
those things.
fine. But
If it
according
wasn't a
to
right
you,
or wrong, you
everybody
wouldn't
has
get punished.
different values, right?
And you
Or
get
no?
punished for all of those values. All of those values have consequences. So no, there has to be a right or wrong. If there wasn't a right or wrong, those values would not have consequences. The Bible would not tell you thou shalt not kill or you will go to hell. It would be like thou shalt not kill. But if you do though, it's all right. That's what it'll say. That's exactly what it'll say. That's exactly what it'll say. I'm trying to tell you.
I do kind of feel like if you do something while you grieving that could get you locked up, then the punishment is a way of somebody telling you wasn't supposed to do that. You know what I mean? But outside of that, I mean, I guess there's things that if somebody told me they was doing out of hurt, I would tell them like, man, you shouldn't do that. But do y'all think that partying, like somebody dying and partying, because the girl with the 5 kids got a lot of negative comments, right? She was twerking on niggas. She got a lot of people who was saying that, like speaking on negative. Do y'all think that's similar to what happens after a funeral?
Yeah, and I think it depends on like your culture and shit. Because in New Orleans, they be partying at funerals, walking down the street with the casket, partying like that. You don't see that here, but that's something that they do.
So that makes it kind of okay, right? In your eyes, that they
Yeah,
would.
like I feel like people do different shit all the time. Everybody ain't nobody following nothing. I completely understand what Mr. Puff is saying over there, but everybody is pretty much doing what they want to do.
I can't tell you how to grieve, right? Like, no, I can't. But I'm definitely going to judge you a little bit if I feel like you're not acknowledging, like, what the hell is going on. Like, there's a problem, right? Like, I don't think that running to drinking and, like, things of that sort is, like, appropriate, in my opinion, right? Like, if somebody does it, okay, like, all right. But, like, in my mind, like, that's not it just doesn't look good, in my opinion. Like the one mom, she's like, she got money like that. She's like rolling up her arm. It doesn't look good to me, to be completely honest. Like,
Yeah, it look like the life insurance hit.
yeah, it looks like it's too much question of what are you celebrating right now? Are you celebrating that your daughter's at peace? Because usually that's what makes me celebrate someone, like they're at peace. They were in pain, now they're not. But your child or your person died tragically. Like, I don't know. Like, it just seemed kind of weird to me.
Okay. Anybody else want to talk about this? Anybody else got some comments on, telling somebody how to grieve, or do y'all think, the partying is similar to what happens at the funeral or different? Anybody else?
I was just gonna say, and this might be another bullshit ass saying, but sometimes you gotta have to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, if and in a situation, if Shorty want to twerk on a nigga to get over what just happened, like, hey, that's her.
Was it a nigga?
I believe so.
That's what
okay.
I'm hearing. Yeah.
I believe so, Judy. Again, refer to the tag. We might not have all the facts right, but if I'm not mistaken, Judy, it was a nigga, and I feel like that's more the reason why she was getting criticism. I feel like it wasn't just that she was at the party. I feel like people was looking at her twerk on a nigga saying, you know what? Judy? Wait.
Shoot, the other girl, the Ronnie bitch, had a bunch of money out.
I'm looking at it right now. It wasn't a nigga, Judy.
It was a girl. I thought it was a girl.
You're right. It was a girl. I'm wrong.
Either way.
But yeah, her shaking ass, I feel like made people add the extra to like their negative criticism.
Man, that bitch supposed to be getting funeral arrangements together. Not in no motherfucking club, man. You gotta have common sense, dog.
Okay.
And then I judge a little bit because it's like your children was going through something, but like, where was all this help at and this whole like support when like y'all was in the car? You know what I'm saying? It just it shouldn't look right. It just look good.
Partying at somebody's house and moving somebody in with their 5 kids is completely different.
I was about to say
that's different than shit.
Yeah, that's about to say.
Inviting you over to a function and then telling you and your 5 kids to move in is two
or
different
shelter or any place to. She's parking outside a casino. She couldn't go to none of their house to like get a quick shower. Like, I just feel like.
Did you say that was established G sister or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, and honey, you want jelly? And grape jelly. My fault.
I think, hey, what do y'all think? The lady with the 5 kids, right? She lost 2 kids, whatever. Besides the fact that her being out partying, right? They changed. Hold on.
You asking for the?
Okay, so the lady with the 5 kids, whatever, right? 2 kids died. They thought it was from carbon. They thought it was from them freezing to death in a car. They awarded her a house to help take care of the rest of her 3 kids. They have now determined that they did not freeze to death, that they died from carbon monoxide poisoning. The information I read, just to give y'all a little bit more story, the mayor spoke on how she chose not to stay at the shelter. They had beds prepared, but she chose not to stay there because the casino had easier access, had access to bathrooms. I don't know why that was put there, right? I'm not saying who's lying or who isn't. But that was what the story said, that she had access to bathrooms at the open casino. I don't know why a shelter wouldn't have access to bathrooms, But they basically saying she chose to stay there. So since they have determined that the kids died from carbon monoxide, they put a warrant. They basically turn in this information to see if they're going to charge her or not, to see if this deserves being charged. I can't remember the actual term. I'm fucking that up.
She was in like a parking garage.
She was in a casino garage. So like an open casino garage. But yeah, like an open parking casino garage, Judy. And so yeah, do y'all think now, right, that because basically she hasn't been charged yet, and they're trying to see if this evidence is worth her being charged? Now, what I'm asking y'all is, do y'all think she should be charged? Do y'all think she should be allowed to keep the house that she was awarded? She was awarded the house when the situation.
He was negligent with her kids. I believe, right? And as a result, death happened. So in a way, I feel like she has some sort of responsibility. He chose preference, right? Like I think one of the things I saw was she didn't go to the shelter because it didn't have enough space for all of her kids or something of that sort. And I don't know, like he didn't accept any help at all. Like that one time, right, that it was offered. Like it just, again, going back to the point before that, in conjunction with how you're partying, just doesn't look good. You know, so
And I think
it's parents
I
out here.
think the mayor said that wasn't true, that we didn't have space for them.
that's what I'm saying, right? So she chose. Well, even more kind of.
No, because she said she tried to make it seem like they didn't have space for all of us. But the article I read where the mayor spoke, he made it seem like no, that wasn't true, that we didn't have space for all of them. She chose this night to stay somewhere else because she had said she chose this night to stay somewhere else for this reason. Now I don't know if the reason makes sense to me, but that's what, again, they could be lying.
Shit,
right?
Something could have happened to them at one of them fucking shelters or something. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they could be lying about that, but I'm just telling you.
I don't know.
I read that the mayor said is as they're defending, like, how they run things in that area. He said they did. He said that the shelter did have beds available for them. But you saying, Rizzy, because you look at it as negligence, she should be charged and they should take the house away?
Hell, what you need the house for?
Yeah, like that's.
She got 3 more kids.
She got 3 more kids.
She got 3 more kids, bro.
Man, that bitch need to go to prison.
I have to see if they did charge her. I understand.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's cheaper to let her keep the house and take care of the 3 kids versus us giving 4 people 3 meals a day somewhere.
I mean, but I think it's cheaper to keep every prisoner out of jail. So we going by what's cheaper, man. Just go and knock down all the prisons.
Nah, because one prison, like if one person, like, knock on wood, like, I would never want you to go to jail, Puff, right? But if you went to jail, right, then the state.
If I killed the kid, man, send me to prison, bro. If I killed the kid, send me to prison.
But I mean, I wouldn't want to go to jail, right? But hypothetically, right, if you went to jail, right, the state gonna make money off you to a certain degree if you get a job in it. But if you don't get a job, then yes, they have to pay. It's gonna cost them to take care of you, right? As far as like giving you meals, providing you a bed, and all that shit, right? Now, in her instance, right, not only do the state gotta pay to take care of her, but we also gotta pay for somebody to take care of 3 kids. And I feel like at that point, it's cheaper to just let you have this house and you do it versus the state do it. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, she probably still getting state assistance anyway, so the state's still gonna be helping her take care of her kids while they helping her pay for her house.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. Okay, so y'all vote she should lose the house. Y'all think she should go to jail, negligence, all that shit.
She needs to go to prison. That bitch need to lose her first day. What? If I was them kids' father, that bitch would be happy. She'd be trying to find a way to keep herself alive. I'd be trying to hunt this bitch down right now.
I don't think the father care about them kids. I was
about to say that. I don't think he give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't
because that little interview I saw that he did, I'm like, what?
What was it, Judy, that made you say what? His like nonchalant?
Yeah, he was real nonchalant, and he was just like, he was just like, yeah. Because if I knew, then the kids would have been with me. And I'm like, but did you not know? Like, did you really not know that your baby mother was homeless?
He said he
to
ain't
me, I mean, you don't even check on the kids enough if you don't know that shit. How you don't know that?
Yeah. I think he said last time he talked to her was 3 months, and I just feel like, yeah, you don't check on the kids if your baby mother.
How you don't know that? That's crazy.
Okay. Y'all think
how is it carbon monoxide poisoning if it was an open garage?
And she didn't have no gas in her car.
Thank you.
Nah, so. All right,
if it was carbon monoxide poisoning, how all of them didn't
But
die?
that's why I asked, well, what kind of garage they was in? Because if that shit was closed, that could happen from any car.
They said the car was faulty in a way where the gas was leaking back, where the fumes was leaking back in the car.
Okay.
Right? So that's what they're saying right now. To your point of it wasn't no gas in the car. They ran the car until it wasn't no gas in the car, right?
Yeah.
But carbon monoxide being trapped in your car doesn't just escape your car now that your car turned off. If your car filled up with carbon monoxide, once your car turned off, it's still filled up with carbon monoxide.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Now the youngest child died and another child died. So I would think, right, the bigger children live because they're not as small as the smaller children. That's what I would think. I'm no expert. So I would think that it was enough carbon monoxide to kill the younger ones.
I guess that makes
and not the bigger people who have more mass to their bodies and things like that.
But I don't
know. I
get what you're saying, but even that don't really make sense because if you running your car until you run out of gas, that's a lot unless you didn't have that much gas to start with.
We can assume she probably didn't based off of her circumstances.
No, we could assume that she probably had more gas than a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like
she had enough
But
gas.
she was never cutting it off or none of that. It was just running. That's what I'm.
I don't step in my car before. My car ran a long time. My car ran for long periods of time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like I know they can do that, but in the situation, if that's the case, I feel like
more people would die.
Yeah, I don't think it would have just been two. And that's why I'm asking like how much gas was really in it. Because like I feel like if you had a full tank, then yeah, all y'all out of there for sure.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's what I think.
Yeah, that's why I'm
I don't think you had enough gas to kill everybody.
Where was it at? You know what I'm saying? Like that's my thing.
I'm assuming she didn't have enough gas to kill everybody. So I'm assuming that.
At this point, I don't know. It's like you be hearing so many like conflicting stories. It's like, what is really the truth?
Yeah, this sound like some Gone Girl shit. Nigga. Like,
I'm assuming it's not about the amount of gas, right, that she had.
Like
it's about
right now,
the smaller children.
I'm watching the Boston police, like they saying that his ex-girlfriend ran him over or some shit.
Karen Reed, I just finished it. Super interesting.
So at first I was siding with the like prosecution people.
That's why you're watching it now, so we can't spill too much.
That shit was.
Wait, what y'all watching?
Karen Reed. It's about a lady who got accused of killing her husband, who was a cop.
So basically, her ass. They saying that she killed her boyfriend on this snowy ass night in Boston. Like they saying she hit him with her car. Is what they're saying, but some of the evidence is a little shady. So
evidence always be shaky.
I don't know.
That's why they got these docs. Yeah, eat them up.
But no, I'm just assuming that the gas affected the smaller built kids more than the people with more mass. Yeah,
and depending on where they was at in the car, I feel like.
Yeah, they could have been closer to where the leak was at, I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just want to get your opinion.
I don't know. Because even still, I feel like even after your shit turn off, that shit still, dissipating in the air. How long is that just lingering around for? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Nah, that's going to linger around for a long time. I ain't going to lie, right? It was a story back in the day, right, where a nigga had, two niggas went camping and shit, right? And they had a air mattress. And the nigga didn't have a pump to the air mattress, right? So he fucking took the fucking hole of the air mattress and put it to the back of his car, right? And ran the car and let the fumes fill up the air mattress, right? And then he put the air mattress in the tent, and the air mattress had a small leak, right? So he died.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the gas does linger in the
that's what I'm saying.
Area that it's in. So the windows being up, right? Because she ran the car for heat. So you got to think the windows. So it took a minute for the gas to dissipate out her car.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
I feel like it do linger a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like it do too. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that whole carbon monoxide side of this story, I feel like it's a little, I don't know. To me, just based off my knowledge of the shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like
we gotta see if she got life insurance payment to know whether on foul play. I don't know.
Because I feel like I don't know.
I feel like the other girl with the little Ronnie in the 5-year-old, her showing that stack of money. That's the first thing came to my mind. I'm like, man, she must have life insurance policy.
She talking about how they gonna be dressed and all that. It's just
nothing on the ass like she just got paid or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Bitch ass nigga.
Disney cut out a trans character because of how people respond to trans in cartoons and TV shows and things like that, right? There was a lot of negative responses based around this, I guess, them having a trans character on the kids show, right? So Disney cut out a trans character on the show and added a Christian character, and now people are upset. Now, my thing is, right? They are comparing the fact of like, if I don't want to teach my kids about trans on outside of my own terms, then I don't want to teach them about religion outside of my own terms. Now, my thing is, right, isn't that different when the world is set up with we got religion on the dollar, we have religion in the school? Like, isn't the world already set up for you to have to deal with that outside of your own terms? Isn't that a little different in a sense, or am I looking at that wrong?
Yeah, I feel like they would deal with the whole gender thing as well. If we're being honest, right? Like that comes up in a lot of places. Like I told Katrina, who is at school with kids who identify, you know, as not what one could believe they are. So I feel like it's the same thing there. Like they're going to have exposure regardless.
Mm-hmm. I feel like schools made exceptions for trans, right? When I was going to school, right? When I was a kid in elementary school, let's say, right? Because Trina had elementary school, right? Mm-hmm. When I was in elementary school, I couldn't have been a trans at my elementary school. Because the first thing that people would have known I was trans is dress. So I couldn't have dressed like that when I was in elementary school, right? Now with the religious thing, right? If I got a kid and they were like, let's go to Chick-fil-A, and I say Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays, and they say why, I literally have to deal with something that I'm not ready to deal with religion, right? And I feel like that is something in society that cannot be avoided of you having to acknowledge religious beliefs. And I feel like trans as a kid can. So to me, I feel like it's a little different. But people are making it the same as like, we don't want to deal with this in our cartoons, and we shouldn't have to deal with this either because it's the same type of thing. Like y'all taking away our right to address it when we ready with our kids.
But if that's the case, then it's a lot of Disney movies that people shouldn't have let their kids watch. I mean, I'm just saying, Disney been doing some bullshit. But it's like, I mean, I feel like with the trans thing, I'm gonna have to agree. Like, I feel like that's something that they might have some type of exposure to, but I don't feel like I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you can watch that because it's a trans person in there. Like, no, I want to be able to like explain that and shit. The religion thing, it don't really bother me too much. Because like you said, like I feel like religion come up really in a lot of everyday things sometimes. So yeah. But the trans thing, no, they could keep the trans thing. They could, you know.
Man, we was kind of rolling on the
Because what the fuck would the character look like? Like what kind of show was this? That was necessary.
That's my stance too, Judy, because it's like I'm not trying to be like no type of way. I can see the benefits of somebody learning certain things from Christianity that I don't know if we could get that same like sentiment from this, right? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Christianity can teach you a lot of just positive things, forgiveness, you know, things of that sort, right? Like, I don't know what could be so important to learn from understanding trans culture.
Nothing. I agree with that. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, no offense to nobody, but like,
yeah, like I wouldn't want that because that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the show? What was the movie or the show that this was gonna happen in?
I don't know because I don't think they did it after they got so much negativity. I don't know if it actually became an actual thing. To be honest, I don't know. I'm not sure. What were you about to say?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I know as far as like TV and movies and stuff. I know in recent times because of the whole LGBT movement or whatever, like they have tried to incorporate those type of characters more into their stories and stuff like that. But I feel like with the Christian thing though, I feel like religion been here forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's always been a staple like in society. You know what I'm saying? This LGBTQ thing, like this is kind of new. So like that's something that they've been pushing more, so to speak, I feel like. And I mean, as far as individual homes, like, yeah, I feel like as parents, you have the right to monitor what your kids watch and what you expose them to when you feel like you're ready to expose them to that. Like on either side. Right. So yeah. But yeah, the media definitely been pumping this LGBT stuff for sure. Like
Hell yeah.
It's been crazy.
I got a 2-part thing for y'all, right? Do y'all feel like I seen a dude express, right, that if you're a parent and you raise your kid and they are fat, that you are neglectful, you are neglectful, and neglect is a form of child abuse. So if you raise your kid and your kid becomes fat, that's neglectful. Y'all agree with that?
Becomes fat like when they older or like after I raised them? Like
No. Like say, Judy, you have a kid, right? So your kid ain't born fat, right? So by the time your kid like 3, 4, 5, they saying that you're neglectful, like you're bad. That's bad parenting.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
So do y'all agree with that?
It depends on how big.
I might agree.
It depends on how big.
I got another question, but I need to know how y'all feel about this to know if I could.
It depends on how big. No, for sure.
I'm gonna say it can be just like if your child can't read at a certain age when they're supposed to, and you're not helping with that, then yes, I would consider that neglect. So I would have to, like, in some way, like.
I feel like this, right?
Or if they too skinny, the same way. If they too skinny, it's neglect. If they too big, it's neglect.
So y'all agree that if you're a parent and you have a small kid that's obese, that could be a form of like you fucking up as a parent.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, with that being said, right? I know everybody sees this little boy going viral with his mom making plates.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He not that big
I
though.
feel like
I was about to say
is falling in that category of being a parent that's being neglectful, because I feel like in a few years he's gonna have diabetes or something. He's gonna be fat or something. Like I feel like she is pushing him in the wrong direction. Do y'all agree with that or no? Or am I tripping?
I feel like to your point, we can't wait to say that.
He gonna be a chef. He gonna be a chef.
That nigga.
I feel like, but wait. I feel like the videos. We like the videos more for the commentary, like what he be saying and shit, more than the food. And I don't feel like he really be eating all that fucking food.
Yeah, he not eating that food, man.
Yeah, like I don't feel like he be eating that for real. Like he ain't a little nigga, but he ain't that big.
He already got a little nigga.
But he not big.
He might not eat it all. He might not eat it all, Judy, right? But that nigga eating shit that as a kid, like when we was up as kids, it was kid food and adult food. That nigga eating adult. That nigga had
oh my god! I just said this shit the other day.
He definitely eat adult food for sure.
That nigga had I never even, bro. Nobody on this live has ever seen a stuffed steak. He had a stuffed.
I've never seen a stuffed steak.
I ain't never seen that shit.
That nigga be eating Ruth Chris every night, nigga. Like,
bro, I swear, bro. I ain't gonna lie, right? I feel
but
like
I will say though. I will say to that little homie, bro. He, for one, like they were saying, he not that big, and I feel like for his age,
he a little big.
I feel like for his
chunky,
age,
but he not big.
Right around the right fat kid age.
It's like he got baby fat. When he get a little bit taller, that shit be gone.
He not obese though. He not obese though.
Yeah, like he gonna be all right.
We need offensive linemen, bro. We need offensive linemen. We need defensive tackles, bro.
He gonna even out.
It was he would be all right.
All right,
he gonna hit his growth spurt. He gonna be all right.
Okay, I'm just wondering. I feel like she is. I feel like she is setting him up for failure in the long run. But I mean,
my question is where her man is, because if she cooking like that for the son,
man, I don't know. Her nigga might be a
I've been saying that. I ain't even seen what this bitch look like. I fuck her.
Man, what?
Yeah, I ain't got to see her.
Just for a plate.
That's how you throw it down in the kitchen for sure. Sign me up.
For sure. You stuff his steaks mixed, you deserve some dick.
What? You see the smile? You see the smile on that baby? You made that baby smile like that, Lord. You deserve something.
A stuffed steak come with some dick. It just seemed like.
Stuffed steak is crazy.
A stuffed steak, boy, like.
Oh, so we stuffing shit? Okay.
Yeah, no bullshit. Stuff my food, I'm gonna stuff you. Stuffing for stuffing. Stuffing for stuffing.
We got two parents up here, right? So of course I would love to hear from y'all first. And I feel like often I get y'all to disagree. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that on this topic, but we're gonna see, right? From the two parents, right? Do y'all feel like, as black people, right? Do y'all feel like it's wrong who put y'all kid in a situation, and I want to hear from everybody, but I want to hear from them first. Y'all feel like it's wrong to put y'all kid in a situation where they are the only black kid? And I have been in that situation, but I just want to hear from y'all.
Fuck no.
Why?
No.
Elaborate.
Cause man, you supposed in order to make a good whatever, you supposed to give everybody every circumstance, every obstacle, so that when they face it in real life, they can overcome it. You feel me? So, in real life, you may be the only black person working in this corporate business. You need to understand how to cooperate and conduct yourself around these white people. So it's nothing like that. I mean, it's nothing bad. You got. I went to Watkins Elementary School before I came to Maryland. That was a Montessori school. You feel me? So I was in class with white people all the time. My best friend name was Richard Percival. He's from Paraguay. You feel me? Nah, no bullshit. He's from Paraguay. Nigga name was Richard Percival. Nigga. That's who told me how to play soccer. I was good at soccer because I met a white boy from Paraguay. They knew how to play soccer, and he taught me how to play soccer. You know what I mean? So it's like, nah, you gotta learn. You gotta diversify yourself for one, and then you like at the end of the day, we can't complain about people being racist if we gonna keep being racist.
True.
Is diversity being in a group full of white people and you're the only black person? Is that true diversity?
What you mean? You say that true diversity?
Yeah, like truly, right? Because at this point, like it's only you. There's no group that you're associated with.
Nah, I got you with another impossible bullshit saying. You gotta broaden your horizon.
You gotta broaden your horizons.
And why are we so in? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let the order go.
Because unfortunately, right, that's still how the world is set up, regardless of what the fuck we talking about. All these strikes and shit we going on, the world is still set up like that. So yes, I do agree with Puff. I know that sounds crazy,
niggas in one
but
room.
I do agree with Puff.
What they say?
Because I did go to like an all girls school, and I was like one of two black girls there.
Yeah, you gotta be
so
prepared,
like
man.
it, I can turn the voice off on,
Nigga,
all that shit.
even for
But I'm
Jason
still me.
ass, bro. Jason got sent to Italy because he was fucking up over here, straight like that. If you want to be, he got sent with the white people because he couldn't get shit done over here. He went with the white people. He probably ain't changed his thought process, but it changed good enough for him to do what the fuck he had to do, which was graduate high school. End of the day.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit definitely made a big difference, boy. My grades and everything changed when I ain't gonna lie, right? Before I went to Italy, right? I went to an all white. I was the only black kid in summer camp. I went to summer camp in PA. That was the first summer camp I went to. I was the only black dude there, right? As far as the environment and the treatment and shit, it is what it is, right? But as far as the experiences, as far as I know, right, in my area when I came home, I had been rock climbing before the average nigga I know. I had been kayaking before the average nigga I know. I had been camping. Like I did a lot of things at this. I had a lot of experiences. I had shot a crossbow. I had played football. Like I had did a lot of things, a lot of experiences before the average black people. And like Puff said, right, when I went to Italy, it was the same thing, right? I had got a lot of experiences, and I had got a lot of just seeing how different people and different cultures interact before the average person I know. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. And like Puff said, right, I think that as a black person, you're gonna face adversity. I feel like somebody put you in a situation to learn how to do that young ain't a bad thing per se. But I kind of agree with Puff on that shit. You know what I mean? As far as that goes. As far as race, is that really diversity? It's diverse to you. It may not be diverse for them, but it's diverse to you, nigga.
Shit, it's even diverse for them because even though we try to group all of them, all white people are different too. It's different forms of white people, bruh. Like you got Jews, you got fucking Israelis, you got white Muslims. There's a lot of different forms of white people, bro. You got the KKK. You got white people who don't like other white people. It's different forms of white people.
Okay. State Senate blocked the bill.
I didn't get to speak on that.
My bad.
I didn't get to speak on that, and I feel like I have experiences that kind of put me on the fence because I feel like I was in West Virginia. Okay, I was in a area where it's predominantly white. And I feel like growing up, like in high school, it was like a pivotal part of like my life. Like they taught me how to do my makeup, how to do my hair. I remember coming back home. I used to always wear blue eyeshadow. My mom and like my friends back home in the DMV would be like, "Bro, like what you doing?" So I feel like I also went through a stage of straightening my hair every day, right? Just because I was struggling to identify like where I was supposed to be, like what felt right to me. So while it did have like advantages, I feel like I went through Black History Month, the bell ringer being, hey, why is this even important? And the whole class like just completely disengaged. And I'm like the one expected to answer this. Just those moments where I was uncomfortable. But overall, I guess it has, it prepared me for certain things, but it definitely put me in an identity crisis at some point.
Damn. I'm sorry, friend. I got to do this, right? I'm sorry. Sorry. I got to be me, right? I feel like that identity crisis part is your people's fault.
How?
Did you start going to West Virginia in high school?
The last year of middle school, and then my whole entire 4 years of high school. So 5 years.
I feel like now maybe you could have contributed to it. Maybe you wasn't as open with your peoples, right? But I feel like if you had been open with your peoples and your people's been like, I feel like communication would have helped you with the identity crisis part. I'm a person that from 3 years old until I was 15, I went to an all-white neighborhood for Christmas, Easter, and summer. I went to an all-white camp, summer camp. I went to an all-white basketball camp. I went to Italy, which wasn't all white, but it was majority white. And I just feel like the whole identity crisis thing is people who couldn't communicate what they felt or what they thought to their peoples, for their peoples to reassure, like, you are who you are, or this is where we come from, or just the situation that, like, to help you navigate.
I don't think they knew, right? Like, I mean, I wasn't like,
again, that's what I'm saying. That's your fault.
Expressing those things, but I also was a kid. Like, I didn't understand. And I feel like even as someone who is expressive could be me saying, hey, I don't know which way of this feels better to me. Like, that's part of the growing pains of children, I think. So,
and that's why I gotta say, I think it's a combination of your fault and your people's fault. I feel like if you didn't know to express it, then that's your fault. If you did express it and you didn't get the right response, or you didn't get a response, I feel like it's the marriage of the conversation that you had with your, like, I am expressive, right? So when I was going through these situations, I'm expressing shit to people who are responding in a way that lets me know that, like, no, this is how we do it. This is this. Like, I never had an identity crisis because I've grown up with so many white people. Now, the only thing you can say is that, like, when I'm in around people now, right? People say I listen to a lot of white music. I listen to way more white music than the people, I guess, around us do, right? But, like, other than that, nigga, I'm pretty black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, now I would say I understand, but like at that time, I think it was also perhaps, I will somewhat give you understanding is that I was with my dad who was a male. So I think that there was just certain things overall at that age that, like, as a girl, as a woman, like I was just all crazy with. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. That's why I'm saying that you got to take some of the blame. Like, if you weren't expressive enough for somebody to know to respond enough or to give you enough, I don't know, like, pushback on what you might have been feeling or thinking, then I feel like it's like a combination of, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember being in PA, right, where I had a conversation about how these people are responding to Black History Month. So I didn't feel this sense of, like, confusion because I had that conversation with my grandmother. You get what I'm saying? So I was okay. And I just feel like maybe I'm more expressive than you, and maybe I had people around there that, because I'm more expressive, they was able to combat, the confusion that I might have had.
Okay.
But that's just my opinion on that.
Okay.
But I still got y'all.
What you got left?
I got I think I got like 3 things left.
Go ahead.
I got the Monique.
I don't know. I don't know if Judy Puff and Scuba still here.
I'm here. I'm just about to go get me some ice cream or something.
Okay. I got the we could talk about Monique with Tyler Perry. We could talk about I got Monique with Tyler Perry. I got do y'all believe that love is really unconditional? I got that. And then I got black women don't protect black women. That's what I got left for real. Oh, I got another thing too. I got something quick we can do. There's this thing called where strangers meet for dinner. It's basically where you sign up, right? And you sign up and they put you with 5 other people and they tell you the day before where to meet at. And basically the app picks the restaurant and it asks you a bunch of questions. You fill out a questionnaire to get your personality, get things you like, get things like to eat and things like that. It also asks you your budget too. So it puts you in a I guess in a pay range for the restaurant or whatever. But basically you fill out all this information, you pay, and you fill out all this information and it picks 5 other people and it sends you a restaurant the day before and you meet up with 5 strangers and y'all go to dinner together. Is that something y'all would do? Do y'all think that's an interesting concept? It's not a dating thing. It's supposed to be like a friend making thing. It's not a dating thing.
Oh, that's cool. If it was dating, I might feel like it's a tad bit lazy, just a little bit like, you put some thought into this, like all this. But if for a friend thing, I feel like that's pretty cool. Or if it's not your first date, maybe, and like y'all just date 6 trying to figure out like what to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that would be cool to do because, like, if you go to ever been to Kobe's, they sit you at the table sometimes with people that you don't know. So.
I think that's true too. I never thought about that. They do definitely do that at Kobe's. But I think this is the time. Yeah, we can hear you, Puff. Basically, Puff, I was asking everybody, right? It's this thing, right? You can sign up for. I think it's called Strangers Meet for dinner, something like that. I think it's called. But basically, you pay. I mean, you don't pay. You sign up, and it give you a questionnaire. You fill out questionnaires that ask you about your personality, like what you do for a career. It'll ask you like your budget and things like that. And basically, like it'll send you a restaurant that you're supposed to go to. They do it on Wednesdays, and it'll pick 5 other strangers. And basically, it sets you up to go to dinner with 5 other strangers. It's not a dating thing. It's like to make friends. It's like a friend social thing to make friends, whatever. But I'm asking y'all, like, is that something that y'all think that y'all would like do if y'all didn't have friends or whatever like that? Like, is that like a cool
Yeah, I would do that right now.
No, I wouldn't do it. Fuck it.
I would.
I'd do that shit. That's like
you
a
say you
blind
would do
date.
it, Scuba?
Nah.
Well, elaborate.
It sounds cool, but I'm not really one who generally likes people like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like even if friendship doesn't develop from it, like just an interesting conversation, like is good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? On an outing, especially as someone who doesn't have a lot of local friends. You know?
I might try like once maybe, but I wouldn't like frequent the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because again, I don't know. People be annoying to me sometimes, bro. Get out of here.
I was just asking because I seen it was a thing, and I even watched like people do YouTube reviews about it, talking about their experiences, whether it was good or bad, or how the people was. But it's definitely a thing that is growing. I guess more people are doing it.
I will say it sounds interesting though, and I feel like it's probably beneficial because I will say it's definitely way harder to make friends as an adult than it was as a kid. So I kind of get why the service is.
Yeah.
By the time you're an adult, should you really be making friends, or should you already just have your friends?
I think
like it's twofold. Because I feel like you make those couple friends in your childhood that last forever, and then as you get older, I feel like you can still make connections and friends like as an adult too. But
yeah, I'm gonna agree with that because my mother always told me she met her real friends when she was older, when she was in like her 30s, like her forever people. She met them when she was older. Now she do got like childhood friends, like Steve said, but her bitches or whoever, yeah, she met her when she was older.
Her girls, like
yeah, her girls and shit. Yeah, them people.
Okay. Okay. Well, again, do y'all want to talk about the Monique shit? Monique calling out Tyler Perry, still been on Tyler Perry line. Do y'all want to talk about that? Or did y'all already?
I mean, I guess my question with that is like, what really is the problem?
All right, so backstory, right?
Okay, so basically, so what happened was Tyler Perry spoke out at Angie Stone's funeral.
Okay.
Monique took a clip of that and tried to call Tyler Perry a hypocrite because of some of the things he was saying about Angie Stone that she went through that we shouldn't like. He feels like applies to what she did. She feels like it applies to what he did to her. So she took that clip and she posted on the internet and she made a comment, a long, lengthy letter to Tyler Perry about him being a hypocrite. The backstory to that is Monique did Precious. Tyler Perry asked her to promote Precious. She feels like that wasn't a part of what she got paid for, so she didn't want to do it, so she didn't do it. And then she says that Tyler Perry told people in the industry that she was hard to work with, and her thing is, how can you do that when you didn't work with me? And I don't understand. She wants a public apology for something that the world wouldn't know happened without her putting it out there.
Okay,
Precious,
but why would you have to
How
get
did
paid
he not
extra
work
for
with
to
her?
promote a movie that you in?
So I Googled it today, right? Because I'm just trying to get y'all all the information, right? So she's saying that her contract wasn't for that. Now, I'm not saying Google knows everything, right? I Googled it today. Google said that the average actor does not get paid extra to promote. It's all inclusive in the payment that they get. Now, I've seen a podcast where people were speaking on basically saying that, right? That is an all inclusive of their payment. It's not generally a separate payment that they get to promote something. Is usually in the contract. It also said that the movie usually pays to fly you here and there to do these promotional things. Like it usually covers their expenses of you traveling to do the promo run and things like that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if this sways your opinion, right? But also, her Precious movie was the most she ever got paid for a movie, even to this day, if I'm not mistaken. Also, it's the only movie that she has awards for. Like,
I was about to say she won an Oscar for that role.
yeah. So before then, she hadn't had anything critically acclaimed, and she hadn't had a paycheck as big as that. And she's asking for a public apology for something that did not happen in public. And I don't know if you could say that somebody asked you to do something for a job and then say they don't have the right to say you're hard to work with after, like, technically they was trying to work with you technically. So I don't know.
That's why I was like how is it, like, how was it he hard to work with on her part? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he was being accommodated in this situation.
I feel like
he just
I feel like she is
like,
fucking hard to work with, because that's why I was like, don't promotion come with you being in the fucking movie? Like, ain't that a part of the deal? I never thought that shit was
That's
separate.
what I'm saying. And even if it's not part of the deal, why wouldn't you, as a person that's in a movie, not promote your own shit? Like, to me, that don't make sense.
Right.
Like, especially the role that she played in it. Like, you was like one of the main actors in that shit. Like, why wouldn't you promote the movie? You know what I'm saying? So to me, that I don't know if that really makes sense to me.
I wanted my girl Trina here for this topic. Now I looked up something, right? Because technically, right, at the time that this happened, Oprah had a beef with Tyler Perry, she had a beef with Lee Daniels, and she had a beef with Oprah Winfrey. So I know Trina.
So Monique was beefing with basically all the top black people in movies that we know today. Like, what?
Yeah, and she was saying that yeah, she was. And I feel like Trina would say that if Trina was here, I feel like she would say that Lee Daniels apologized, right? So I would think that she's saying that to say that Tyler Perry should apologize. Now I looked into that too as well, right? Lee Daniels apologizing. Now Lee Daniels went on record, he did apologize. Now when Lee Daniels apologized, from what I seen, he apologized and he's made it clear that he apologized for her and Monique, even though he doesn't understand why he's apologizing. And he only apologized right before he put her in another movie. Without them doing a movie.
What was the movie he put her in?
Was it that movie where she was beating up the fucking people in the house and killing them and shit? Was it that one?
I don't remember the movie, but I know for sure that when he did the apology, the reason why I know this is because he went a minute without apologizing. And the reason why I know the apology came with another movie, because in the apology, he stated the apology and then he stated, we're doing this movie. So it literally came, he literally apologized to get her in the movie.
I mean, I feel like at this point, just get over it. Like, you just harboring on to something. Like, what the hell do him speaking of Angie Stone funeral got to do with you? And you didn't want to promote a movie that you was in, that you made the most fucking money on in your career, that you won awards for in your career. Like, what?
Yeah, after hearing this, I feel like she's the problem.
Yeah, I would have to look. I would have to look.
Like shit.
Like, cause I remember her whole beef with what was it, Netflix or whatever. When
she had a beef with Netflix.
Yeah, she had a beef with Netflix. Like,
she had a beef with D.L. Hughley because D.L. Hughley said that I was the headline, and she said she was the headline. Yeah. So she had a beef with that.
I don't know.
I don't understand. I don't understand why.
You might be the problem, Monique.
If y'all listen to if y'all see that clip, because I think it's on her page, where she posted an audio of Tyler Perry and her on the phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Perry pretty much apologized on the phone to her, right? Now, to me, right? I don't know why you want a public apology for something that he never said in public.
Right. That makes
if he told the world this, I could probably
I get that.
But he never said that. You told the world that he said that.
Yeah.
He never said that.
Has he ever even spoke on it at all?
So he said that in the phone call.
Speaking on shit.
Yeah, in the phone call that she posted, he said that he was gonna. Okay, I think the phone call happened in like 2016 or something like that. So in the phone call, he was like, "Well, I got a press run coming up. I will speak on it while I'm on my press run." To my knowledge, he never did.
Oh, okay.
He never did. So she feels like you told me you was gonna do something, and she feel like he never did. But she wants him to publicly apologize. And in my opinion, he never publicly slandered you. So why do you feel like you're owed a public apology?
Right.
And I feel like Lee Daniels only apologized because he needed her for another movie.
Right.
So, and he wouldn't have said, I don't even know why I'm apologizing. I'm really just apologizing because her feelings are hurt. But I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
yeah. I mean, when we look at all the stories and the facts of what we've heard, it seems like the common denominator is
it's her. And especially with Tyler Perry, like, so many people have praised him for, like, even like how he's paid people, like,
yeah,
so
exactly.
She does seem like the problem.
I feel like there's been a few people that said Tyler Perry gave them their biggest check.
Well, I think that's the only thing I could see, right, in Monique's side, that I think that Tyler Perry, because he has paid a few women the most money, I feel like because of that, he's got them to promote by accident. Because they're so happy and so excited for this paycheck, they done went on platforms and actually promoted the movie, being so excited because they got the biggest pay. So because Monique got the biggest pay, he probably thought it was gonna be the same way.
Yeah, but I don't think you can call that by accident though, because I feel like as an actor, I feel like if you play any major part in a movie, you're gonna promote it. I feel
I think the reason why I say by accident is because the reason why we know all these women highest pay is because they be so excited for it, right? It's several men that you don't know what movie they got the highest pay on, and you won't know because that's not what they do. But the women, right, because of their field that they in and their lack of pay, I feel like him giving them the highest pay made them do something that's out of the ordinary for what they do. Because the actor don't usually just go out and just say his numbers. Their numbers are so low. Monique said
that is true, but at the same time,
like that's not a lot of money.
But at the same time, though, if this is the movie that they getting the highest, like if a Tyler Perry movie was the movie that they got the highest pay for in their career, why wouldn't they promote that? That's what I'm saying. If the movie that Monique was in was the highest check she got or whatever, why wouldn't you promote that? Is what I'm thinking. Like, regardless of, whatever the circumstances is, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know what Will Smith's highest paid movie is, right? But to my knowledge, Will Smith really promotes the movies that he's part of the production on, that he's put his money into, right? I don't know if Will Smith has really gone on promotional runs for just every movie he's been in. Same with Denzel Washington, right? Denzel Washington, I don't associate Denzel Washington with a run ass nigga, even though we associate him with a lot of movies or best actor and all this shit, right?
I don't associate with that. I don't associate a lot of niggas that probably are highest paid with promotion. So I think that in Tyler Perry's lane, he's got a lot of women to promote by accident.
Well, I feel like
so excited about the pay.
Yeah, I get that.
Wrong,
I mean, the names. I feel like the names you just threw out though wouldn't really have to promote, if that makes sense. Like Will Smith don't gotta promote his movie because it's Will Smith. Denzel don't promote his movie because it's Denzel. I'm not sure if Monique.
I don't agree with that. Again, I don't agree with that. Again, I personally don't agree with that because Will Smith, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? He okay. When Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, right? He definitely promoted the next Bad Boys. When Will Smith did that movie with Meek Mills, that was his production, right? Because he produced that movie with him and Jada, right? He promoted that motherfucker because this is my money. I'm trying to recoup on my money. So when it's a movie that I'm not putting my money into and it's somebody else's movie, I don't know if he always just goes and promotes because he probably don't feel the need.
Wait, but how was slapping Chris Rock promoting the new?
No. What I'm saying is that when he slapped Chris Rock, right, and the fans was against him, he thought people would make it seem like he wasn't gonna be in movies. So the very next movie he did, he promoted that motherfucker to make sure people came and see it because he felt the need to promote. Which before that, he didn't promote everything he did. So I feel like situationally he promotes. He just don't promote every single movie he in because he Will Smith. And I feel like we can say that about a lot of top paid actors that they just don't promote.
If we talking situationally, then of course, But again, that goes back to my point where I was saying, like, when it comes to Monique, maybe she has to promote her shit. Like, I don't know. Like,
I think that's to me, right? The reason why I shoot her a little bill is because if Tyler Perry feels like when I give people the most money they ever made, they do this for me, that's your opinion that they owe you that. Monique's saying, I don't owe you that, bro. I don't owe you doing something that I don't agree with because you gave me the most money ever. You just gave me the most money. I don't agree that I got to do something I don't want to do, which I feel like he's not used to that because so many women have gotten the most money and they just have did something on their own because they're of like.
I get where you're coming from.
And she's like, nigga, I'm not them, nigga.
I see
you just paid me for a service and that's all you get.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm not kissing your ass.
And and that's why I feel like that's a problem because I feel like that same attitude is what got her to not get the deal with Netflix because she felt like I'm Monique, nigga. I deserve this amount of money. And at the time, it's like we haven't seen you do some comedy shit for X amount of years. So it's like we don't know if your special gonna bring in what you asking for type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
The amount of money too, because I feel like
that's what I'm saying. I feel like on the business side of it, it's like we haven't seen you done nothing in a certain amount of time that you're trying to do now that would equate to X amount of dollars that we're trying to make. And so that's where the difference was coming from.
I feel like if nobody paid you a certain amount of money, don't come here and ask for it.
So you saying
like her highest paid?
You saying if you haven't got that amount before, don't ask for it now.
I mean, you can't. I'm not saying don't ask for it, right? But you can't assume that somebody.
But you can't expect that to get.
Yeah, like if you're making $100,000 every time you step on stage, right?
Yeah,
then that's your price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you're making $50,000 every time you step on stage, you could try to get 100. But if somebody don't give you 100, you can't be like, "Oh my God, you ain't give me 100." You gotta maybe take 70.
Yeah. Because
right. Like you got to start showing that you get this number to get this number.
Yeah, and then like going back
to be like, well, the men, because you paying the men this, I deserve this. Nobody's ever paid you this, so we not paying you this. But somebody has literally paid these men what we about to pay them, or somewhere around it, close to it. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna pay. He's not even nowhere near. The highest thing Monique has ever been paid for a movie is $50,000. So when Netflix plays Dave Chappelle 2-something million or whatever the fuck, $200 and something $1,000 for a movie, almost $500,000 for a movie, nigga, your highest movie that you ever got paid for is $50,000. We're not paying you what we paid Dave Chappelle. It's not paying you that. You've never negotiated that in your life.
And during that time when she was having that back and forth with Netflix, she had just came off of the pressure shit. So it's like you was doing some serious shit. Like you wasn't even doing no comedy shit, and you trying to come to us for the comedy. So it's like we can't even. What's the phrase? Proof of concept. You know what I'm saying?
Well, another thing with the comedy shit
Right.
either, right? I feel like that was her first comedy shit that she was about to do after she was like since she was big, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you look at her comedy shit when she was big, all her material was fuck skinny people. So now that you're not big, we don't even know
Specifically skinny
like,
bitch.
we don't even know if your content going to hit, because if we just look back, all your content in the lane of fuck skinny people, and now you're skinny. So we don't know how successful your comedy is even going to be. In my opinion, I could be wrong.
I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like what she should have did after that Precious role, I feel like she should have just tried to stay in that serious bag. Cause like the serious bag got you the Oscar. You should have just tried to stay in that serious bag because you would have got more serious roles, and you probably could have. Cause don't get me wrong, she killed it in Precious. Like she was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she definitely deserved the Oscar for sure. But like I feel like you doing that and trying to go back, I don't know. I feel like you should have just stuck in that lane and then just try to ride it out.
I feel like if you got the most money,
like what Kevin Hart do. Kevin Hart built his career on some comedy shit. Then he started doing this more serious stuff, and he kind of rocked.
He been killing the serious shit to me too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he be doing the serious stuff. So I feel like she should have took that route, but you know.
Yeah, I feel like if this is the most money you ever got, then you do that nigga a favor. Even if you feel like you're doing a favor, he might not feel like you're doing him a favor, but I feel like you do him a favor and promote. And now you just keep in stride of like, okay, I made this. I got to this next step or this next plateau.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay in this lane. I'm gonna stay in this bag. I'm gonna stay in this upper echelon of shit. Yeah. And then as I move on, I'm gonna negotiate to stay here or to stay around here, or I'm gonna negotiate more and more things.
Right.
My first time here, I don't show my ass. My first time here, I'm gracious. And then after this, I kind of show my ass of like, no, you can't get this, you can't get this, you can't get this. Because at the time when she's doing that, when the beef started, she hadn't won the awards yet. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the promo for the movie coming out. So the movie wasn't out yet. So you didn't win the awards yet. So after you win the awards, then you got more room to show you. And I just feel like she did.
She didn't play her hand right, so to speak.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I feel like she got somebody in her ear though.
I was kind of mad too, because I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of always thought Monique was kind of fine, low key. Like she was my first like big women crushes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because my people used to watch. He was on the the Park is the little sitcom jump.
This is a safe place. We're not gonna shame you if that's how you
do it. Hey, look, man, I don't care. Fuck it, is what it is.
I didn't love the Parkers. I just didn't, but you know.
Hey.
The Beyonce performance, you know, that she did, that was cool. That was cool.
What Beyonce performance? Ooh.
The little when she mimicked Beyonce or whatever had on that little outfit. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. She got
that was cool.
Yeah, she got her moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, her off-screen antics, it be throwing me off like, dang, shorty, like act right.
Do y'all believe that outside of children, right? Do y'all really believe that love is unconditional? Outside of somebody having a relationship with their child, do y'all really believe that love is unconditional?
Only for women. Men don't get love unconditionally. Only women do, I feel like.
I disagree with that. Yeah, I think unconditional love is very much possible for both parties.
Do y'all believe that love has to have an action behind it?
It's more likely for women than men.
Let me ask y'all this: do y'all believe that love has to have an action behind it, or like somebody could just love you without like the actions? Like they say they love you, and it's just that's it. They love you. They said it
should be, but that ain't what it be. A lot of times.
Yeah, I think.
No, I feel like if you tell me you love me, I feel like you got to show that, and it don't got to be like nothing extravagant, but it could be something little. Like I don't think you could just say that to me, and I'd be like, okay.
Okay, so like, if somebody say they love you, Judy, right? And let's say you mess up in their eyes, right? And no matter what that is, right? But you mess up in their eyes, right? When they turn their back on you, or they shun you, or they be like, oh well, fuck you, whatever, right? Like if they said they loved you and then they do these actions, right? Like the love wasn't unconditional, right? Or am I looking at that wrong?
No, you're looking at that right.
Okay, so like in my mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you dating a nigga and a nigga kills somebody and you like, oh well, gotta wash my hands with you, or if you fucking, I feel like there's things, right? I feel like love is conditional. Like as far as like two people go, that's not your kids, right? Like if you dealing with a nigga and he do some things that you like, well, this is unforgivable, or this is like against my morals, right? You will get rid of him regardless if you love him, which your love comes with conditions. Your love comes with conditions
Right.
of like you got to be in line with my moral compass to receive this love at least. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
I would agree. I would agree with that. Like,
if you're not out here killing people and your nigga kills somebody or kill a kid or something, right? And you like, nigga, I couldn't stay with no nigga that's out here killing kids. I have a kid. That's like a condition to receive your love. Like you can't do this and receive your love. And
I think there are some people that love people through very ugly, tragic, weird things. So I'm just
trying to get y'all to talk more. I'm just trying to get y'all to talk more. That's all.
Yeah. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe like I would say maybe my love is conditional, because to that point, if you do some wild shit, especially like harm to a child, like that's done for me. But for hard times, right? Like in terms of the condition of me being irritated by you, I still love you through that, or upset or disappointed, I can still love you through that. But it's certain things morally, like you said, I can't really love you through. But I think
but that would make love conditional though, right? Like, and that's all I'm really trying to have a conversation
I think
about.
I do probably have conditional love, but I believe there's people out here that do give people unconditional love through even the weird shit that they've done.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say because I know some people who love some people that's like, you should have been not loving that. Like that is crazy. People do it.
It's a lady. It's a show I just watched. I'm a Killer. The first episode. The lady on there, the guy.
Killer.
Two, and this is a 2-month relationship.
Wait. Time out though before you finish, because there should be a deep dive on that, because I feel like I've watched my fair share of like these serial killer docs and murder docs and shit like that. The murderer always got a lover. So
even
after
no bullshit,
murder, right?
There need to be a deep dive on that. They always got somebody.
That's what I'm saying. There are wives who have stuck behind.
Like they be on some other shit. Like they be sticking.
Some of them wives be delusional as fuck. They like, no, my husband would never do that.
They took that.
This nigga.
So that's unconditional love.
This nigga has a whole van that he had built like a thing in where he could hide girls in. And he would park the van at home, go to dinner with his wife and his son, and then come back, tell her he got to go back to work and take the van and go do shit to these girls.
And then just see,
no.
That's what I'm saying.
And she's just like, she's still standing beside him, like, no, I don't believe he did it. Like, bitch, what?
The serial killers never not without nobody. The crackheads never not without nobody. Like, it need to be a study on these people, bro. Like, why
fat people not ever without nobody? Them 600-pound life people be having people.
Now that's now when y'all talking about somebody who never got nobody. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of 600-Pound Life where they ain't had nobody, boy.
Bro, I was about to say, bro, they be right there with him, just as big too. Like,
not all of them. Some of them men and girls.
Some of them be skinny.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I feel like majority of the time they both be in the same boats for real.
They still be there though. They still got somebody.
Yeah, it just be the other one don't be just as big, so they ain't gotta be on the show for real like that.
I seen did y'all see that clip where the nigga get on the scale? And like the jump was like the lady was like, you like, I think it was like almost 500 pounds or something. And then the bitch get him still, and she like almost 8, and he be like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like nigga, he had somebody
just,
though. That's my whole point. They always got somebody.
Nah, they do. That's what I'm saying, man. Like they need to be studied on these people, bro.
All right, so my last thing is this question, right? Would y'all say if y'all had to say the majority of people, right? Would y'all say the majority? Because I feel like all y'all gave situations where I guess love could be unconditional, and then I feel like y'all get situations where love could have like conditions to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the majority of people, what side do y'all feel like they fall in as far as like love?
Conditional.
Shit. Conditional
Shorty,
these
yeah,
days. These
conditional.
motherfuckers is just
Yeah.
they sickening.
Okay, I feel like y'all
They
agree.
are.
Love ain't really that unconditional unless you talking about your children. I feel like it don't even really apply to your children.
Children or your pet.
Okay. I can't. My last topic I kind of want to do the black women don't protect black women, but I feel like we've been rocking out. I feel like I know that long. And I feel like I'm gonna say that because
what? You don't think people have unconditional love for their pets?
Oh no, I was talking about I do.
Okay. I feel like I should say that for another show. Yeah. I feel like we haven't been as serious as this topic will make us, so I feel like I'm good on that for this episode. I'll talk about next episode, but yeah, I do feel like I feel like white people have unconditional love for their pets. I don't know if that's for the black people. Black people, your pet fuck up, they will literally kill a dog. Like break the dog. They would they will
definitely get tired of it.
Yeah, they will take the dog to the shelter. They will kill that nigga in the backyard, all type of shit. White people,
I know white guy who let his dog out in the street and watched his dog chase the car and didn't feel the need to go back. So I don't know. I know some white people.
I'm just saying more white people will let the dog do some shit and like bite them and keep them, or fucking hurt the kid or keep them, or like you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the white lady that was on was she on Oprah? I remember back in the
orangutan.
Yeah, the chimpanzee.
She was on Oprah. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Her fucking face off.
Yeah, because I used to want one. I wanted one as a kid. I wanted a monkey.
I wanted a monkey too, Judy. I just feel like she had too big of a
monkey. I wanted one like shit.
Big. But if she would have had like a spider monkey or something like that, she'd have been good.
Yeah, she had too big of a small jumps.
Yeah, she just had too big of a. And when you get a monkey, you supposed to declaw and defang your monkey.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she didn't do that, that's what made it easier for the chimp to put the nails and rip her face off instead of like having nubs and like it just hurting. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Her skin because she like when you get a monkey, you supposed to defang them and declaw them. She ain't do that. But she just had too big of a monkey, bro.
Yeah, she did. Like, why would you get an orangutan?
That shit got
like everybody knows when they like stand up all the way. Nigga, you ain't supposed to have no 6 foot monkey, nigga.
Yeah, he's supposed to get the little shoulder joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga. Yeah, run around you real little quick, spider monkey or something. Something that's like 3 feet or something. You know what I mean? Like a toddler.
Some that eat bananas and berries and fruits,
nigga. Yeah, she had a too big one.
You are getting a monster. Like this nigga taller than you. Like, what we doing?
Anybody got something that they want to talk about while we here? Because I'm pretty much done for real.
I'm good. You know, I'm gonna hold my stuff for next time.
Hey, now that I'm thinking about it, did y'all hear about Trump's gold card?
Nah.
No, what's the gold card?
Apparently,
I did hear about that.
Apparently, a gold card is a green card, but it grants you immediate U.S. citizenship.
Yeah.
And it's priced at $5 million.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did
hear about that.
But, hold on, wait. So how do you get that? Like, it has to be some stipulations with that shit.
Ain't no stipulations.
No, ain't no stipulations. That's why I found out.
It's $5 million. Yeah. It's $5 million.
Yeah, $5 million. You'll skip the line.
You got automatic citizenship in the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, you can pay $5 million.
Yes.
You'll skip the whole process.
The video I seen of him talk about it was crazy because he broke down the numbers. He was like, if we sell X amount of these cards, we'll be out of debt. Like he broke the whole shit. That shit was crazy, bro. Like,
who the fuck is that?
I ain't gonna lie.
They can't
the U.S. government is a joke, bro.
It is.
Like,
real joke.
If we had an episode about Trump, I feel like we could do a whole hour and 30 minutes just on that alone. Bro.
Man, we could.
It's like so much shit you can just talk about with and shit. And I feel like there's arguments that we could have as far as like just different opinions on different shit too.
But for sure.
We might do a Trump episode one day. I don't know.
Trump, your boy been wilding, man.
Trump is crazy, y'all.
Boy,
Like, I really
Anybody
every
watch
day I turn the news on.
I ain't even gonna lie. I be tuning in just to laugh because homie be funny, bro. Like, I get the I get the behind the scenes. It's supposed to be serious.
No, that shit's serious. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is serious. Though.
It is serious.
Did you see the video when the reporter hit him with the microphone?
You said what?
No.
The reporter hit him with the microphone in the mouth.
Yeah.
No,
bro.
It was by mistake.
And they like
context. Like
the lady that did it, she did it on purpose because she's like a known Trump hater. Like she do not like Trump.
Yeah.
It is.
Trump reacted to it was like, yeah, I'm about to get this bitch knocked off. Like
y'all seen so y'all seen that y'all seen Elon Musk had a fleet of cars set on fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Elon Musk had a fleet of Teslas set on fire, right?
Okay.
So
for what reason?
Well, okay, so ever since Elon Musk has joined the political campaign, right, it is actually like a TikTok challenge for people to destroy, like, vandalize Teslas. So that's been a thing for months, right? People have been vandalizing Teslas.
That I've been seeing.
So recently there was a fleet of Teslas that a group of people threw Mazel Tov cocktails at, and they fucked up the whole fleet of Teslas, right? So Trump they actually got caught. It's 3 people, right? Trump is trying to call them terrorists. He's trying to label them as terrorists and get them 20 years, and he's trying to send them out the state to do their crime, to do their time for destroying those Teslas. Like, he's literally trying to terrorists.
I mean, that makes sense though. Elon Musk is his man's.
Yeah, he's trying to label them. He's trying to say that they did an act of terrorism.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Donald Trump and Elon Musk is right hand mans. Like they day ones, bro. Like,
but they're not terrorists because they destroyed some cars.
I'm not saying people that did the shit is terrorists, but I'm just saying the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, like, they tight. So
don't get me wrong. I might got the wrong location. Because he's been sending a lot of people over there, but I think would he be sending people to El Salvador or something?
Yeah.
He's trying to send them over there.
So where?
El Salvador.
That's been the biggest.
I thought he was sending people to like Venezuela and shit.
It's one out of the places. I know it's some places.
I've been seeing El Salvador. It might be Venezuela too.
Wherever the country is, Judy. Wherever he's sending people, Judy, he's trying to send the 3 people that destroyed those cars to there, and he's trying to label them as terrorists. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I might got the place wrong, but he's trying to send them out the country to do their time.
I feel like sending them out
for them being terrorists. And this is
I feel like doing that in the name of them being terrorists is kind of crazy. But again, Elon Musk is his man, so you're gonna ride for your man.
That's crazy.
At the end of the day, you're gonna ride for your man.
So outside of this trial I'm watching with the white girl that might have killed her husband and shit, because I'm on episode 3. Outside of that, has anybody got
What's that called again?
Karen Reed. Karen Reed story. If you
if you look it up, it's called A Body.
It's on HBO.
Oh, it's on
Max? Yeah, that is.
It's on Max. It's A Body in the Snow.
I bet.
But even if you search Karen Reed, it will come up. If you forget that,
I'm
right?
gonna watch that joint. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that joint for sure.
If anybody else, does anybody else have a series or a TV show that they're watching that's interesting that I could watch? I watched the last time.
White Lotus.
What?
White Lotus. It's on Max too.
Okay.
But you gotta watch
I gotta watch.
It's only 2 seasons. It's only 2 seasons, and now they on the second season.
It's 3 seasons.
Is it 3?
Yeah, they dropped the new joint like a month ago or so. Cause I actually watched it, so I haven't watched it.
It is 3 seasons, so I'm on the 3rd season right now.
I haven't watched the 3rd season.
Yeah, I'm on the 3rd season.
Nah, that show do get kind of crazy though. Like
it do. Like
the last show I watched was that Tyler Perry, the something black.
Beauty and Black.
Beauty and Black last show I watched.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it.
There's the I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Tyler Perry need to take a break, man. I'm over it.
Here's the thing, bro. He don't need to take a break. He just need to hire some black writers, bro. That's all he got to do. I'm speaking for the Black Riders. Tyler Perry, we here, my nigga. Just find us, bro. We got you. Like, you can still put your name on it just as long as I get my check. Like,
that nigga need to, he need to get a writing team.
Like,
or
you just need to get a team, bro. Like, because like I said, I get the whole like doing everything yourself thing, especially like with his story and the come up and all that. I get it, but like, bro, you got the money, bro. Just chill for a little minute. Like, I never heard of this nigga taking a vacation. Every time I heard about Tyler Perry, he putting out something like a new play, a new show, a new movie. Like every time, like, bro, take a break. Like, go to Turks and Caicos or something, nigga. Like, goddamn, like.
I think he just produced, man. 50 Cent's having a lot of success. Just
working,
just produce. But all right, that's cool. I might check that out. White Lotus. I might check that out then.
White Lotus is pretty good. For what I haven't.
It is.
What I've seen is pretty good. Yeah, for sure.
I hope so, because the all white cast it look like, and I be real hard on all white.
Some black people in that joint.
It's a few black people in there, but it's just like. Yeah. So basically, I'm just gonna say this. Each season is at a different White Lotus hotel, like in a different country or whatever.
When I pulled it up,
but all of the hotels are called White Lotus.
And they got white in the title, so it made me think it was all white. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, it's not all white. It's not all white because one of the joints in the first season, she real light skinned, so she look white, but she not.
Oh, okay, so they got somebody that I gotta stare at to see that.
Yeah, one of those ambiguous joints. You feel
ambiguous.
Me? Okay. Matter of fact,
my god,
because I don't remember her name in the joint, but it's one joint that's in the White Lotus that was also in the It Was Inside that joint where they was switching bodies and shit. But I can't remember her name. But the real light bright joint with the
that's the last all white thing I like. That I really like. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh no, I'm lying. I'm not. I watched Novocaine today. That was cool.
Yeah. I still gotta watch that.
It's a black girl in that. The black girl from Get Out is in that. I think it's the same black girl from Get Out. She in that.
Get Out. Which black girl from Get Out?
The maid.
Hold on.
Because that's what I'm thinking. That's the only black joint I feel like.
That's the only black girl I really remember is the maid.
I think she didn't Get Out.
It's gonna be somebody totally different.
Yeah, she was in. She played. Let me see.
Who is she? Geraldine.
Oh, was she the detective?
Nah,
because the detective was the girl from the. Yeah.
Yeah, the detective was Taraji, so we know the detective.
I don't remember. Oh, she was she was the maid.
Yeah, that was what I'm saying. Had to be the maid because that was really the only other black girl in there.
Yeah, she was the maid.
I remember her.
Yeah. She in Novocaine. She the only black person in Novocaine. But I think that was entertaining. That was
she really the only black person in that joint though? Like, is no other black person in that joint other than her? Because that's crazy. I feel like.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. If you really pay attention, bro, it'd be a lot of all white movies, bro. They just got.
Nah. I know it do, but
she don't black person.
I just feel like, I guess hearing it just sound crazier than realizing that's what it really be. But like, yeah.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be real hard on like all white cast movies. I feel like when you got like when it's all white people, bro. I feel like the white people have certain lines or the characters do certain things that like this will only happen in an all white cast movie. This will only be said in an all white cast movie.
I feel that.
And once you add like a couple of black people, I feel like white people don't even have like the same lines don't even get used.
Yeah.
Like get
switch the whole shit up.
Yeah. When it's like some black people in it. So I be real particular about the all white movies.
I feel that.
I will watch an all black movie that's shitty and like be more lenient than an all white jump. I ain't gonna hold you.
Then an all white jump that's shitty or just all white jump? It's just all white jump that's shitty.
Yeah, the all white jump that's shitty. Like, I'm way more hard of a critic.
For sure.
Like, I would watch something on TV with a bunch of black people and find like the things that I like about it. Versus, like I watch this all white movie, and it's like, no, this shit is ass.
Now the all black joint, you gotta get that caveat too. You know what I'm saying?
Give it a leniency, bro. Because all black,
for sure.
I know that the budget ain't the same. I know these niggas are trying, nigga. I know these niggas fought for this movie. These white got a movie. Just somebody just went and was like, yeah, we'll make this movie for y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fuck it.
Hey, like this joint, these niggas read from first page to last page. Like the white joint, they read the first two. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, just said they will make. Like, yeah, so that's just me. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to end this shit. I appreciate y'all coming out. Like, this was a good episode.
All right, bet that.
Hold on. Yeah. Oh, let me run this outro so we can go back to say real quick.
Yo,
what it do?
This is not TV.
It's never TV, nigga. Fuck a TV. It's all streaming now.
It's all streaming now.
You know it is.
We all
like think of like let's
Nigga, I'm riding in the trenches, just like a real nigga supposed to. Serving on the trap trade song that'll keep your bitch in a close view. Younger with the juice and the gang of bad bitches that probably trying to fuck with the whole two. Years in the trap and the nigga still trapping and the gang still fucking roll too. Old try to get a check for licking on the dick, stupid bitch, that what you supposed to. Flat page down on your ass and your bitch, come here a little bit, let me coach you. Struggle man, I'm the young OG. I'm the young OG. I'm the young OG trying to holler at your mama, get that old